Hi friends, welcome to T9 Tech Academy. Today I would like to give session on jQuery selectors. jQuery selectors are way to select and manipulate HTML elements. So that's mean in order to identify the elements in the HTML page, we use element selector, ID selector, even class selector. Okay, and we'll see further the examples of jQuery selectors also. We'll go one by one. The element selector. So here we identify the elements in the HTML page based on the element name. Here P is one element name, like paragraph. Like that we have div element or h1, different element names. By names we can able to identify all the elements. So here let's say when user click on the button, we can able to identify all the P elements. This is the code, sample code. Let's go into the practical also how we can able to do. So this is the simple HTML page I already created. So here in the head tag I referred this CDN library from the Microsoft, that is jQuery library here. So let me write P elements here. My first paragraph, copy it. So I want to identify the all the P elements here. So let's write the button also. On clicking of the button, okay, so we need to write the script tag there. Within that script tag we need to write the jQuery function. So let's write the jQuery function there. We need to write the other jQuery to identify the elements. So yeah, even we can move this into outside of HTML. Fine. So here writing the jQuery function, document dot ready, then function. Yeah, here we write the our jQuery code to identify the elements. So I want to identify the P elements on clicking of this button. Let's say button dot click. Then I need to write the function here, starting and ending braces. So identify the P element. P dot hide. So I have identified the button here. On clicking of that button, so I given this syntax. So mean this code, it will hide the P element. Let's see. So I go into here, open this one. The file path I have created here, the HTML page, open now in the Edge browser. So on clicking of this button, it is hiding. So now I am able to hide the all the P elements. So that is how, even if you want to hide any div or h1 tag elements or different tags, those you can able to hide like this. Okay, then we go for ID selector. So we can identify the elements based on the ID attribute. So we need to give hash and then ID in the jQuery in order to identify the element. Let's say here text is the id, so we are identifying by giving hash text. So when the user click on the button with id is equal text, we can able to hide. This is how sample will be. Let's go for this also sample. So on clicking up the button, we need to identify the elements with id is particular id. So let's go into sample. Let's say I can write some div. My first heading. So here id is equal to div1. I'm giving. So I have created the div tag. This is div tag with id is equal to div1, and one more div tag id is equal to div2. Now I want to hide based on the id. So on clicking up this button, yeah, I can write that code here also. So as we discussed hash, we need to give div1 dot hide. So let's run this code. I have saved it. So refresh it. See here, on clicking up this button, two operations will be done based on the previous code. Paragraphs will be hide, and also my first heading will be hide. See here. So my second heading is not hiding. Why? Because we are hiding the div tag based on the id. Here if you see, no, this one div1, this is the tag. So here we are hiding based on the id, element id. So id is equal to div1, so that's why I have given hash div1. This is how we can handle with the elements who are having the ids, so that we use hash and the id value. Okay, then class selector. So we identify the elements based on the class name also. This is how we write dot text. Text is the class name here, so we identify using the dot. This is how the code will be. Let's go for sample for this also. Let's say I go for h2. Some name, my h2 heading. Here title. So I given like this. Let's see, we will give the one more h2 also. Maybe some h3 we can give. My h3 heading. So here you can give hd also, no problem. H2. Some info. So here h2 tags are there, but I want to hide the element with the class is equal to title. So for that I identify the element by dot title. So now I have identified the element with class is equal to title dot hide. So if I run this code, let me refresh it. So yeah, if I click this button, see now my second heading, Sorry. So my second ending is appearing, but uh, I want to remove this one basically to show in order to only contain the class is got title. I can able to hide it. So this won't be hide because now just I removed. Let me run again. Okay. See, some info is there. My second heading is there. Here, some info because we are identifying the title. That's mean class is equal title. This is applicable. And previous samples p dot id mean are p elements and based on the id mean div1. Div1 is the id here. So this element able to hide. We will go further samples on jQuery. This one to identify the all the elements in the HTML page. If I give star mean, we are able to identify all the elements. This means it sets the current HTML element. And p dot intro, it select all p elements with the class is equal to intro. So let's say I need to do some manipulation or some maybe the appearance changes. If need to identify the paragraph with class name mean, this is the syntax p dot intro. There may be class for other HTML elements, but we don't want that. We need only this combination, like a paragraph and having the class is equal to intro. We identify like this. And p colon first. Select the first p element in the page. Let's say we have number of p elements are there in the HTML. There may be scenario like first element might be title that we need to do some maybe color change or maybe heading, some font change. Those first we identify using p colon first. URI colon first. Unordered list first element here. So in the list of unordered list items, we can able the find identify the first element of the first unordered list. There may be number of unordered lists, but here we identify the first unordered list in that first element. URI first child. So select the first element of every UL. So let's say there might be requirement to select the all first elements of the unordered list items. So this is how we can write. The above one is it gives URI first mean it gives only the first element of the first unordered list. The second one it will give each first element of every unordered list. That is the difference. This one for select the elements with an href attribute. Let's see few samples on this also. Let's say star mean how it behaves. We'll see one by one. I'm writing here only. So if I click on the button now, it will hide all the p elements. You can observe now. Just refreshing. Just I'm clicking. Yeah, it is removing everything. So star mean it will take entire elements and it will hide. We'll see the next one. This, yeah. Suppose on clicking up this button, I need to change the appearance of the button, maybe background something or maybe font. Let's see. So I use like this dot. Let's say I try to apply. I think this dot add CSS. Let me see. Okay, got it. So we'll comment this one because it is hiding everything, no? Yes. It is not applying. It's let's see. No, no, seems to be some issue. So basically, this mean that particular button. Let's see. Maybe instead of that one, I can this dot show and it will work. Let's see. Yeah, deciding not showing. No, I think no. This is not correct. Let me this commenting this one and I want to apply some color. I think here let me give some background color. I think not add CSS. Yeah, I think it's simply CSS. Basically, we are applying style now. We are not adding any style here, just applying. So let's see here. It should work now. So on clicking up this, it will change. Mm, we may need to give places. It's giving background blue. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Hi friends, welcome